Sponsored by Audible. Go to audible.com/cow or text the word cow to 500-500 to get a free audiobook today.
Jordan's messages.
Fiddle me this, fiddle me that.
Fiddle me this.
Fiddle me this. Okay. Guys, we have received this comment a shocking number of times. Jordan, why on earth is this outlet upside down back here, okay? It is a constant reminder to me of the existence of your life. Upside down, backwards. But you're like, it can't possibly work. Well, with the right power source, you can indeed have a little light in your life. Messages. If you didn't understand the metaphor there. The plug was messages. Hey Jordan, my sister is passive-aggressively telling her family, aka me, my brother, and our parents. She should have said my family instead of her family. That makes whatever. How she feels about us by sending you messages. Recently, she was the one who sent you the message about her family getting on her nerves because we teased her about getting a boyfriend and eventually getting married someday. Do you guys remember this episode?
I remember.
I do too. When I first saw that episode of your messages, I didn't realize that was her message. But then the other night, she showed me the email where she sent that message to you guys. She showed... I'm just getting confused for some reason today. Why would she show her the email if she was like being secretive?
She was trying to. Well, I think she couldn't believe that you answered it, so she was trying to prove that it was her.
No, it's really me. All right.
Like, forget about the feud. The rift this is gonna cause within our family. I was on messages.
All right. Should I be worried that my sister won't be able to resolve things with me face to face anymore? Do I need to earn back her trust?
Their whole relationship now is through messages.
I don't understand this, man. I thought this was going to go a totally different turn. I thought she was going to say, I'm going to rip my sister to shreds for what she said on messages. But instead she says, in the most innocent way possible, how do I need to earn back her trust? Do I need to earn back her trust? What? That doesn't make sense. You didn't do anything wrong.
I'm seeing the original message in a completely different light now.
Oh.
Maybe this girl is the one who is the good one. And the one who was complaining about her family.
That's what I've said this whole time, I think. I can't remember. Look, my instincts now is that I think this girl who is writing this amazing message right here, she is so honest. She's blaming herself for every little trouble that anybody has in their entire life, okay? Do I need to earn back her trust? Wow. Answer, no. I can't believe the nicety behind this message. It's like, dude. Dear Jordan, I am very close with my family, especially my grandmother. She is 90 years old. Her birthday was yesterday, just so you know. I visited, it's miscellaneous, I don't care. I visit her every Thursday evening and we watch TV together. In the past, we used to watch wholesome, old-fashioned shows like The Andy Griffith Show and Little House on the Prairie. However, lately my grandmother has started to appreciate shows with graphic violence and other inappropriate content. What should I do? Okay, look, you're entering this phase in life, okay, where people that you have grown up really looking up to and admiring for things, for various characteristics, okay, we've all gone through this. Pretty much every single one of us has gone through this other than you right now. As they get older, they lose a filter. Something happens to them in their brains. This is scientific evidence, I'm sure, somewhere. They lose this filter, okay? They think, oh, they're old enough to know that I watch stuff like this now, or that this is something that I might want to watch.
Or they're just like, well, I've only got so much time left.
Exactly.
Let's see what the kids are watching these days.
Yeah. So your grandmother doesn't care at this point anymore. As you know, as you get older, that's just what happens, okay? We've all experienced this, some more than others.
Are you siding with the grandma?
Look, it's not that I'm siding with the grandma. I don't, whatever, you know, it's just, this is just life. This is what happens. Now, this is kind of a strange, extreme case of that, but as people get older, stuff changes in their minds, and you have to realize as a person, don't think, wow, my grandma is bad now. Just think, this is what happens to grandparents. Oftentimes this happens sometimes as they enter like the very later years of their life.
What should she do?
But you could be like, hey, you just make a subtle suggestion. She doesn't even know that she's doing this. Just say, hey, you want to watch Andy Griffith? And then she'll change the channel. It's not a big deal.
She'll just be happy you're watching TV.
Right. All she cares about is that you're watching TV with her, okay? Just make a subtle suggestion about that you want to watch something different, and she'll be 100% okay with it.
No, I want to watch Game of Thrones!
Right. She doesn't care. She just wants to be sitting there with you. She thinks that you watch this stuff because you're young, okay? She's trying to be relatable. Hi, Jordan and Josh. I was wondering if you guys had any good book series recommendations. I don't really care too much about what genre, but I will say I would probably most enjoy something along the lines of the Narnia series or perhaps a C.S. Lewis book. I am open to other kinds of books too, though. Jen, if I would have one book for you to read, it would be Out of the Silent Planet by C.S. Lewis. I've actually been wanting to read this book myself, but I've been busy with a lot of projects and stuff, so we can read it together if I can find the time.
Or you could just check it out on Audible as an audiobook.
Audible. Of course. Audible has the largest audiobook selection on the planet. Out of the Silent Planet. And they allow you to get through more audiobooks way faster by allowing you to seamlessly switch between devices, picking up exactly where you left off. Whether you're listening on your phone, on a tablet, through your car, at home on your Amazon Echo, you can get through tons of books while doing almost anything. Audible members get a credit every single month, good for one audiobook in the store regardless of price. And the cool thing is that unused credits roll over to the next month. Plus, your books are yours to keep. With Audible, you can go back and re-listen anytime, even if you've canceled. If you want to check it out, you can start a 30-day trial, plus your first audiobook is free. So go to audible.com/cow or text cow to 500-500. Again, if you want a free audiobook, go to audible.com/cow or text cow to 500-500. Now, back to the messages, whichever way it swipes. Hi Jordan, I'm 25, been married for 5 years, a stay-at-home mom, and am almost due with our third child. My husband gets 6 weeks of paid paternity leave, but I'm not sure I can handle having him home that long. He's amazing and wonderful, a great dad, the whole package, but I don't think I can handle being out of my routine that long. How do I tell him I want him to go back to work without hurting his feelings? This is the best relationship I have ever heard of in my life. I know plenty of people like you. I kid you not, I do. I know so many people like this. Just exactly like you. It's nice that you have just revealed this little tidbit about yourself. Look. You guys have serious issues that you do not know about. You're not going to believe me when you watch this episode. You're not going to believe anything. You're going to roll your eyes. You're never going to watch messages again because it's going to hurt your feelings too much. There are some serious issues here, okay? And whose side is the issue more on? Okay? Hard to tell from the amount of info that I have in this messages, but I'm going to point the finger a little more toward you. Okay? If Josh is your husband, not really, but, and then this computer is you, I would point it right here. Not directly at you, but it's pretty darn close. Okay. You need to be a little bit more... what was the question even? How do I tell him to go to work?
Yeah, he gets paid paternity leave, but she just wants him to go work.
Oh, okay.
She would rather because you get paid for that leave. So she's basically like, hey, why don't you go get paid at work rather than get paid here to be with your family.
Right. You need to really look deep into yourself and think, why am I such a stickler for my routine that it's more important to me than my husband being home to be with his family and his newborn child? Okay?
This is gonna make people mad.
Why?
They're gonna be like, "You've never had a kid, Jordan. You don't know what it's like."
Well, probably, but they've all tuned out. Who cares? Where's the other question? There's 3 questions. Don't we normally do 4?
There should be a
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there it is. Greetings, Josh and Jordan. I feel like this is like an alien. Sorry, this might be a bit long, so I'm going to get straight into it. My boyfriend of 6 months has recently been pressuring me into crossing a lot of physical barriers I established at the very beginning of our relationship and swore I'd never cross before marriage. Every time I show signs of resistance, he says things to me like, "Love is sacrifice. Sometimes you have to do things you don't like for people you love."
Oh my gosh.
It's like a meme that this guy found is like trying to put it on his relationship. And if you loved me as much as I loved you, you would be more physical.
Oh my gosh.
He talks me into a corner until I feel like I can't say no. He's the only person who has ever really told me that I love and care about me. Look, all right, get away from this jerk. All right, get out of here. Get it done. Look. Go on Facebook. Delete this guy from every part of your life. Delete him. This is not a good guy, and I'm not kidding you right now, okay? People are going to think, wow, Jordan, maybe you're being a little too extreme. I don't care, okay? You need to you need to cut this guy out of your life immediately. This will destroy your life, okay? If you do not do this immediately.
Wow.
What else is there to say, Josh? I mean, do you have any mercy for this? No, there's no mercy. Like, he does not care about you at all. Do you understand me? Cut him out of your life. Don't feel guilty for anything that you did with this guy because of him pressuring you, okay? Don't feel guilty about it, and don't stay with him just because you feel guilty. Get out of this.
It's called sunk cost.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of that?
Never heard of that
It's
term,
where you-
but it's called sunk cost.
It's where you stick with something because you feel like you're already too much into it. You're too far gone. You have to keep going. Sunk cost.
Get out of this. You will thank me in 5 years.
Messages from her in 5 years saying, I've been married now for a year
Exactly.
and I'm happy.
Beautiful child. My husband stays home, paternity leave. We love each other. Let's get to the outro. On, off, on, off, just like a switch. I can speak so much truth into your life. It's as easy to me as turning on a switch. I don't even have to think about it. And the real scary thing, I have the power to shut it off. That's exactly what happens every single time we decide not to do a 24-hour live stream of messages. Every single time I'm just as easy as flipping the switch off. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around. We will see you next week. I'm probably going to get some hate comments from the question about the mother because I'm not actually a mother or have children, but I don't care. Don't be messy. And leave good messages. You know, when you answer messages and you're realizing that this is actually causing some family drama, it makes my answer feel a little bit more real behind it. Like, I'm like, did I say something that's going to destroy this family? Did I? I have the power.
Here's the plug.
It's the plug, the power source messages.